Kansas, known for its rolling hills and sweeping lowlands, is home to 45 museums in the 16 counties that make up the region. And what big stories these small-town museums have to tell. And now with the new passport program, it will be easier than ever for me to find these museums and collect stamps to track which ones I visited and which ones are still on my bucket list. So join me in picking up one of these passports today, and let's start making memories of a lifetime. Make it a day trip and enjoy the highways and the byways of rural Kansas. Maybe pick up lunch and have a picnic in the park, or stop by one or two of the 60-plus small museums in the region. Whether it's topics like trains, oil and gas, or military items that intrigue you, come and see how your special interest has roots in this part of the country. When you stop at one of the 49 participating museums, pick up your very own free passport to Southeast Kansas. After enjoying your experience, we'll stamp that as your first destination. But that's just the beginning. Use the passport to locate your next stop on your adventure, or utilize the website to see everything we have to offer. No matter which museum you make first, you'll soon discover common themes that spell the history of Southeast Kansas, a history that dates back thousands of years. Our museum curators continue to record history as the stories of various Native American tribes unfold before us. Tales of Indians living a rich life on the plains, and camping along the streams and among the hills, and ultimately forever changed by the coming of the pioneers. Many of the small-town stories in Southeast Kansas begin in the 1860s, when the battles were fought along the Kansas and Missouri border. Gun shells have been uncovered, fort buildings reconstructed, and battlefields identified, each with their unique stories. When the Civil War ended, thousands of survivors and their families began to move west, often in Conestoga wagons, sometimes on horseback, looking for a place near water, to build a first cabin and start a town. Nearly every museum holds photographs of the early settlers who put down roots and built towns from the ground up. Those who dreamed big and started businesses, who then needed to build schools for their children. The school buildings then doubled as meeting halls for the community and churches on Sundays, and small communities began to form. Our collections of rugged and sometimes imported furnishings and costumes tell the stories of how quickly commerce grew, or sadly, how quickly whole blocks of wood stores could burn or be carried away by raging floods. But we pushed on, and we are who we are today because of the strength and determination of those hardy pioneers. And then, at the turn of the 20th century, life in Southeast Kansas began to explode with new citizens, new industries, and a hunger for growth and prosperity. Pioneers discovered secrets beneath the soil, raw earthen materials that would become bricks for paving the streets and building houses, natural gas that would be piped to factories, and minerals that would be mined from the ground to fuel combustion engines. The coming of railroads brought about big changes in the area. Products and ideals from back east moved onto our prairies and into our schools and town halls. We were now connected as never before. Every one of our rural communities found ways to feed, clothe, and educate its citizens, and to entertain. Yes, people worked hard, but they played hard, too, with competitive sports, county fairs, and traveling shows with entertainers, artists, and orators in the new opera houses and theaters. While some were shaping minds, others were perfecting athletic skills, or exploring and documenting the wider world. And our museums are filled with evidence of all this growth and change. In just a few decades, thousands of people worked hard to carve out simple homes and street fronts to welcome trains and automobiles, to send messages at long distances, to build tall buildings, to shape the arts. Residents dreamed of making it big on stage and screen, in sports, politics, science, and many other areas. As pioneers gained a foothold, there were entrepreneurs and engineers, the good guys, the bad guys, and sometimes it was a family affair. The good guys were rooting out the scoundrels, while others were finding ways to cheat and even murder. A few forward-thinking people started collecting artifacts and photographs. They built display cases and created birth and death files. Old buildings were saved and local history preserved. Museums of all kinds, sometimes in a former storefront or in a new building, were fashioned to save the stories of our grandparents. Through tales of the ordinary and extraordinary events of life, these stories reveal their courage and dreams. All these big histories can be found in the small towns of Southeast Kansas. Our ancestor stories are here, and we can't wait to share them with you. Southeast Kansas museums are open and ready to share these big histories. You'll be making new memories as you visit any of the small town museums located in Southeast Kansas. Our website has a list including locations, opening hours, and contact information. Pick up your passport at the first museum, get your first stamp, and set sail for the adventures waiting for you. We're small towns with big histories.